guys, today I'm going to show you how to start your own tapestry using Tunisian Simple Stitch, and this time we're going to be making one of my favorite Animal Crossing characters, which is Isabelle, and she's absolutely adorable. Just her face is beautiful, and I think the Tunisian Simple Stitch will work a lot better since it creates cleaner and even looking stitches rather than the regular crochet tapestries does. And for starters, we're going to chain 36. This is going to be a pretty long project, so I suggest you actually get yourself a little Tunisian specialized crochet hook, which is just a little bit longer. Or of course, you can always attempt this piece or this project by pieces, and in my channel you can go searching and there will be multiple videos showing you how to join different pieces, and you can like split this piece in half just in case you don't have this full length hook. You can always use a regular crochet hook and make it in pieces. So now we're going to work onto the back side of our chains. We turn our work and we actually insert our hook in between these bumps. We're going to skip the very first bump because this stitch that we have on our hook, you're always going to end up with one stitch on your hook and it actually counts as one. So we go straight to the next one. We insert our hook, yarn over, pull, and we keep our stitches in our hook. Tunisian Simple Stitch actually consists on two main parts. You have your forwards and you also have your backwards. Tunisian Simple Stitch also I think it's better if you want to make a bigger tapestry, because you don't actually need to turn your work. You would always be working onto the right side of your project, so you don't need to worry about hiding your ends or worry about doing anything else, but just focusing on your project. And we're going to do this 12 times. The reason being is, as shown on screen, our very first row actually has a color change, so we're going to do our colors. So we're going to introduce our second color on our foundation chain, so we actually follow the pattern thoroughly, and we're gonna do that 12 more times. So just as you can see, I just want to catch that little tail, making sure you actually move your tail so it gets caught up into that working yarn. And 12 stitches. Now here's the part where I actually recommend that you separate this yellow color into two different cakes, because since I know that it doesn't look much like a gap right here as of our very first row, but we're going to be making Isabelle's snout, so the white part is going to actually expand all the way here, and the gap between the yellow and the other side of the yellow is going to become bigger. So what we don't want is actually having to go back and forth with this yarn itself. The reason being is because it creates a little bit of a waste, and I don't like wasting my yarn. So what I'm going to do is I am going to divide two different cakes or yellow cakes, so I don't have to be moving back and forth and wasting my yarn. And we're going to do exactly the same thing as we did with the white one. We're just going to catch our little tail, and of course the remainder of our stitches should also be 12. So we have 12 yellow, 12 white, and another 12 yellow stitches. Okay, nice and easy for our return. This is only our first row. I know there's a lot of information thrown up at you at once, but just bear with me. We're going to chain one onto the very last stitch, first, last, whichever you want to call it. And then we're going to grab our yarn and we're going to pull through 2 of our stitches. And we're going to do that again and again and again, all the way down until we have our white stitch. There we go. So now the general rule with this particular scenario is that whenever you have 2 different color stitches in your hook, you always use that second color stitch. So we're going to grab our second color stitch, which in this case is white, and pull through 2 of our stitches. And we're going to continue to do that again all the way down our color change. And once again, we have a color change. And there we have it. So you should have 3 strings from your project, 2 yellow, 1 white. I'm going to do one more row with you guys. I do apologize, this is not a full tutorial. Full tutorials do take a long time, but now that you know the basics, you'll be able to do it yourself. And for this very next row, we have 4 yellow stitches. The rest should be white, however, we do leave 4 stitches that are supposed to be yellow. Of course, we always mirror this side to this side. Okay, and then for our return pass, we chain 1 and we continue to do what we've been doing the previous row. I know it doesn't look like much, it actually won't look like much until we get to the making of the eyes, but I swear this is just a perfect stitch for tapestries, so give it a try. And always down below in the description I leave the link of the pattern that I'm following, and of course you can always pause this video, take a screenshot, and create your own tapestry yourself.